Bernie Sanders dropped out of the race. He's no longer. Well, he says he's suspending his campaign. So right now he says he's gonna focus on supporting Joe Biden for the Democratic Party. Yeah, I mean, this was a fucking. I mean, the people were so shocked at this. I mean, I couldn't believe how shocked people were because it's like, well, I was shocked that people were shocked because this has been the writing on the wall for a long time. You know what I mean? I mean, the Democratic Party has fucked Bernie Sanders over now twice. Probably way more besides the presidential campaigns that he's run for. So it's like, with Joe Biden as fucking inept as he is and how he's just senile, they're still pushing him very heavily to be the fucking Democratic candidate for the presidency. I mean, and they're getting everybody to support him. I mean, Andrew Yang, Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren, like every fucking body that was running for the presidency was supporting Joe Biden. So what the fuck was Bernie gonna do? He wasn't gonna do anything. It was pretty much done. So like I wasn't shocked that he dropped out. I mean, people were like really saddened by it, and now people are stuck in a rock and a hard place. And not even that much because I see a lot of people even joking like I'm fucking voting for Donald Trump and not Joe Biden, which is wild. That's how much people. I mean, with Hillary Clinton, at least people were saying, she was so horrible that a lot of people didn't even vote. But a lot of the narrative was vote for Hillary Clinton so Donald Trump doesn't become the president, right? That was the narrative, and a lot of people were like following that. It was like, oh, I'm gonna vote for this person to not get that person elected, right? But Joe Biden is so bad as a candidate that now people are just openly saying, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Like that's so wild. You know what I mean? Like they're saying before they were saying. Jesus Christ. I mean, before they were saying, this candidate is really fucking bad as in regards to Hillary Clinton, but they were still saying, but I'm still going to vote for her so he doesn't get into office. Now people are saying Joe Biden is so fucking bad that I'm gladly going to be voting for Donald Trump. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously, Donald Trump might not be handling this pandemic the best. And, it's still far from over. And, I mean, there's so much shit that he's already fucked up. People have the reasons for not liking him. But it's just like, there is a fucking weird notion with Donald Trump that I feel like people are starting to like Donald Trump. It's so wild. And the fact that Joe Biden is running against Donald Trump is only going to help Trump gain more followers and people who like him. I feel like people are starting to lose their hate that they had for Donald Trump. Like I'm seeing people openly joke around and say, oh, I'm voting for Donald Trump. Oh, Donald Trump is funny. Or like, look what he did. That shit was really funny. Like, look how he's doing this and look how he's doing that. I mean, it's it's wild. It's wild that I can sense it. I can sense the fucking 180 that people are doing in Donald Trump. You know what I mean? As much as people want to hate Donald Trump and as much as people do hate him and as much as he's not qualified, there's so many factors happening right now with Donald Trump and this pandemic and Joe Biden and what the fuck is happening with this race and this candidacy that I'm starting to see people like Donald Trump. It's not even becoming that controversial to say, between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, easily Donald Trump. It's insane that's where we're at right That's where we're at right now with politics in general. I mean, remember when Donald Trump was running? No, remember when Donald Trump won the fucking presidency? I mean, people were depressed. It was so weird to see because people were really depressed about it. And it was wild. I mean, I remember the day after Donald Trump won in my high school, like the next day, every single class, we were just talking about Donald Trump winning and people being depressed. Like the mood in my school was like if like all of our parents had died. That was the mood of the entire school. And now to tell me that a lot of those same people are getting comfortable with the idea of voting for Trump, it's something crazy that I don't know how the fuck it happened. There's so many factors that go into it. The fact with Donald Trump being as charismatic as he is, and a lot of like memes of Donald Trump going out during this pandemic, and all the briefs that he's doing and the things that he's joking about. And, Joe Biden, who's smelling women's fucking hairs and doesn't know where he is and is confusing his wife and his sister. It's insane, the 180 that I'm starting to see with Donald Trump. And I don't know how it happened. I just know, it's almost like, I would almost not even be shocked if Donald Trump doesn't win, just because everybody is saying that he is. Like, literally everybody's saying, well, Donald Trump is obviously going to win against Joe Biden. There's no way he's not. So, like, people, the same way last campaign in 2018, when people were saying, no, not 2018, 2016, when Donald Trump won, and right before he won, everybody was just saying, nah, he's not going to win. Obviously, he's not going to win. He's definitely not going to win. Like, he's not going to win. And then he won. I'm starting to feel like I wouldn't even be shocked or surprised if everybody now is saying that Donald Trump is going to win and that he doesn't. I don't know. It's just one of those things you can never predict. I mean, the silent majority is a real thing. It's a wild thing, but Bernie Sanders dropping out. I mean, I didn't even really talk about Bernie Sanders dropping out himself. I mean, like I said, it was expected. A lot of people thought he was kind of chickened out. It was pussy for him to do that. But in another way, it was just like, it wasn't going to happen. So, like, sure, you can go down fighting, but you're still going to go down. I'm not mad at him quitting while he's, not beaten up and looking stupid. You know what I mean?